Hey, what's going on? It's B-double-GB. This is the SHW41 pre-show. Forgive us for being a couple of seconds late. They just kicked on to Run DMC, and I got distracted. But here we are. Back at the Action Building.
Oh, yeah.
It's tricky.
It is tricky.
Tricky.
It's tricky. We're normally here the first Friday, but it's tricky.
That's right.
This month we're here the second Friday. But guess what? SHW41 is about to go down.
Oh.
And we are excited after a crazy month. It seems like every month gets crazier and crazier, and we're trying to figure out what life looks like under this new regime.
It's tricky.
It is tricky. If you watched our pre-show last month, you saw while we were talking, our new boss came out with some not-so-kind instructions. So,
right.
Again, you never know what's going to happen. We are all the way live, but we are so glad to be here, and we hope you will plan to join us here tonight at the Action Building for SHW41. Doors just opened, and there is room for you, so make your way here, get your tickets, and let's have an amazing night.
It's going to be awesome. As you said, doors just opened. The tickets on sale, and bell time is going to be 8 o'clock, so you've got just about 1 hour. And it's going to be awesome. But we've got 8 big matches to talk about as we head into tonight's big SHW41. So let's run down the list a little bit. We did the preview show last week, but we're here live. Let's talk a little bit about it again, give you a quick reminder of what's coming up. We've got Chip Day taking on a gentleman. Well, let me just say, a new attitude of Chip Day, taking on a gentleman who qualified for the Rumble Jack last month, that being Nagicism. Nagicism returning tonight, facing a newly solo Chip Day.
Yes.
And I'm not sure how I'm feeling for Nagicism in this instance, because Chip left here last month in quite a foul mood.
He did. He left with a major chip on his shoulder, pun intended, because of the breakup of the tag team of Technical Excellence. If you watched SHW40 on IWTV, you know what happened, or if you were here in the building, but in case you didn't, the team broke up because of some miscommunication between Kyle Matthews and Chip Day. Kyle Matthews thought he was looking out for the health and well-being of Chip Day. Chip Day was like, I'm ready to go, and it ultimately cost them the tag team championships. And so here we are, as that instance ended, literally right on the stairs behind us is where Chip Day kind of put the dagger into the heart of Kyle Matthews. So that version of Chip Day coming here tonight against Nagicism could be very, very challenging. Now, Nagicism has really made an impression here on the SHW faithful. It's been amazing to see what he's done. He was the first to qualify for the Rumble Jack next month. And so this, I think, is going to be an amazing match, an absolutely amazing match.
I cannot wait. I mean, we know both of these guys can go. Both of these guys have been doing this a long time.
Yes.
And both guys at the top of their game. So it's going to be a great match. You got to wonder. Here's the thing. I have not heard the latest on Kyle Matthews. I know in the weeks following, after taking a brain buster right there, like you said, on the stage.
Right behind us.
That's not going to do very good for your neck.
No.
So I know he was dealing with some issues there in the weeks that followed the last show. I don't know that he'll be here tonight.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And even if he is, I don't know that it would be wise to even try to get physical or try to get involved, although I know – just knowing Kyle like we know him, he's going to be pretty upset about what happened.
I'm sure.
It might be seeking some revenge or something, but I don't know. I would hope, honestly, that he's not here tonight.
Here's what I think is dangerous about this situation. Kyle Matthews is a fairly mild-mannered guy.
Yeah.
But, once you have spent this amount of time with Chip Day, and him and Chip Day were friends prior to them becoming a tag team.
Right.
And so they spent the better part of a year as the SHW Tag Team Champions, defending the title against all comers and really just perfecting and gelling their styles. And so for things to break up without there even really being a conversation, like literally Chip Day got him on site, and that has got to weigh heavily on Kyle Matthews. So I don't know if he'll be here tonight, but if he is, certainly a match is not in mind, a fight is.
Right, absolutely. Well, moving on down the card here, we've got another match that, I was a little shocked to hear that this was going to happen. Brooklyn came out at the last show, and to get under the skin of Dylan James even more than she already has, decided to put him in a match against his current tag team partner, one half of Happy Madness, Sal Renaro, our pal Sal. And we talked about this last week on our preview show. I have no clue how this is going to play out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what's to prevent them from just getting in there and being like, shaking hands and,
sure.
and doing a double count out or something because they're partners. They're not going to want to face each other. But Brooklyn is going to somehow maybe force it to happen. I don't know how it's going to work.
Well, here's what we've learned about Brooklyn. Certainly, she can put together matches. We've learned that.
Yeah.
But she also is very determined to get what she wants by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Remember, it was just last month that she fired a man.
Yeah.
So,
briefly.
Briefly.
Very briefly.
She fired a man, but then gave him the opportunity to fight for his job.
Yeah.
So she's going to do whatever she needs to do to get her desired result.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure if they try the good old road dog rule, I don't think that's going to fly with her. So I don't know. And actually, that's the part that scares me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even sure if she'd be satisfied with a regular catch-as-catch-can scientific match.
True.
I think she wants to create havoc for Dylan any way she possibly can. And what better way than to take one of his best friends on the planet and put them in a match against each other?
Well, there's one way to find out what's going to happen, and that's for you to get here and join us here. 261 Marietta Road, Canton, Georgia, SHW41. Doors open just a little while ago. Fans are still filtering in. We had a great crowd out there, and props to those fans that got here early because
my Lord.
It is hot out there. I pulled up about 2 o'clock, way early.
Yeah.
And there was already about 12 fans that were out there. I ran down to Family Dollar, got them some cold waters, brought them back because I was like, I feel bad because I'm about to go inside where there's air conditioning.
Right.
And they're out here waiting to buy tickets. So props to those fans that got here early and were waiting in this crazy hot weather.
Yes.
But, man, it's good to see them all filing in right now. And looking forward to it. You still got time. You got about 55 minutes until bell time.
Absolutely.
Doors are open and tickets are available at those doors.
Yeah.
But moving on down the card, here's one I'm excited about. The tag team titles will be on the line. All-Star Special. Hold My Beer Hansen, Will Huckabee, the Incredible Huck, taking on a tag team, or a faction rather, a group that was named the top tag team in Georgia in 2021.
Absolutely.
Now we're seeing a different variation of this tag team here tonight. It's going to be Bryce Cannon, the frat daddy, and the mouthpiece of the Southeast.
That's what we hear.
Cornelius Pepperbottom.
Yes.
Who I don't see him wrestle a lot. He's more of the mouthpiece, as I said. But tonight he'll be teaming with Bryce Cannon.
Yeah.
And they'll be taking on All-Star Special. And these two teams know each other very well.
Yes.
From all over the state.
Yes.
But this is the first time this combination of Exotic Youth is going to be facing All-Star Special. Of course, they faced each other a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
In a different variation. But tonight, it's for the tag team titles.
Yes.
A little different. Both teams have come quite a long way since that first meeting.
They really have come a long way. And when you think about it, we think about the great three-man teams of old and of new, right? We can go all the way back to the fabulous Freebirds, and we can come current to the New Day, right? All of these teams that are dangerous when they switch in and out in terms of who their representatives are going to be. I think the danger in Cornelius Pepperbottom being in this match is he's probably the one guy of the team that they can't scout.
Right.
They know about Zach Mosley.
Yeah.
They know about Bryce Cannon. They are very familiar with those guys. But Cornelius Pepperbottom is the variable that could be very, very dangerous for our tag team champions, All-Star Special. Now, here's the flip side. All-Star Special has to probably be more confident right now than they've ever been. They've won the SHW tag titles. They have defended them successfully twice. They are looking better. They are in better shape. They are really on a roll right now. So it's interesting. And plus, there's this other thing, that happened a few months back where the Exotic Youth was kind of in a bit of a turf war with one Gary Lamb and all things SHW. And so they've been looking for a way to get in the door. Well, what better way to get in the door and stay in the door than to win the tag team championships, which could happen here tonight.
To your point that you just brought up, there was a handful of folks, and people online were talking about how can Exotic Youth just show up and all of a sudden get a title shot. Well, as it turns out, Brooklyn, like many other people, know that Exotic Youth just so happened to be Gary's least favorite tag team.
Correct.
And now that Brooklyn is the one booking these matches.
Yes.
what better way to get under Gary's skin than to bring in his least favorite team and give them a title shot?
And I think the thing that we need to remember, it's interesting. I went outside before the show, and one of the fans asked me, they said, what do you think Brooklyn has planned for tonight? And I said, your guess is as good as mine because I have no clue. But they were scared, and I'm scared because the thing that we don't think about when we think about how diabolical can she be, she really does have an end game. The end game is to irritate Gary Lamb to the point where he quits and shuts down the company.
Yeah.
And so how better do you do that than to get the people that he hates the most to come in and fight for the newest championship that was created here?
Yeah.
So think about this. He hates Cruel, and Cruel is the SHW champion.
Yep.
He hates Exotic Youth. Can you imagine if they become the tag team champions?
Oh. Not only will he be just dumbfounded and irritated, but we'll never hear the end of it.
Oh, never.
Because we know they can talk and talk.
And they will talk.
And talk.
Yes.
And just ask Diana.
Right.
I know she was probably the sarcastically most thrilled that Bryce Cannon and company would be coming to SHW41.
Right.
So, anyways, it's let's go All-Star Special. What I'm excited about, as always, is what's going to be on the jukebox tonight. We don't know. We never know.
It's never the same thing twice.
But it's always exciting.
Absolutely.
And we cannot wait.
The last entrance, we ended up singing for a solid month.
Right.
Yeah. Couldn't get away from it.
It was great. It was that great.
It's awesome.
Oh, anyways, moving down the list, we've got what I have dubbed
moving down the list.
Oh.
Because we have.
Look out now.
The best part of V3 is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely the best looking part.
She is the best part of V3.
Hey.
What's up, lady? How are you?
I don't know if I'm the best part.
I just said it, so it has to be true.
Well, I believe you then.
There it is.
What are we talking about?
Well, we're moving down the line here, the card. We just got
Her timing is impeccable, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, are we on the All-Star Special?
No, we literally just finished talking about them.
Praise the Lord.
We just got past it. Thank goodness.
Like literally, that was the last word we said.
But now we're talking about a match that I dubbed Priest versus Priest.
Oh, yeah.
Because you've got the Priest of Punishment, Judas, taking on the returning Adam Priest.
Yes.
In a match that is the most lopsided poster or graphic that I've seen for a match that we've had here, because you look at how tall Judas is, a legit 7-footer, and you got a guy like Adam Priest, not the tallest, but he's built like a brick house, though.
When you're standing by Judas, nobody.
That's true. Very true.
Unless you are another 7-footer, nobody's going to measure up in height to that guy.
Very true.
Well, here's what I'm curious about. Coming off of last month, we saw what happened with Judas and Cyrus. Judas put a metal spike right into the eye of Cyrus, so I have not heard anything about Cyrus. I can't imagine he's in good shape.
Nope.
I don't know that he'll be here. And I don't know how long it will be before we see him again.
Right.
I don't know how, speaking of which, I don't know how long it'll be before he can see again.
Right.
That part.
Or how extensive the damage was.
Right.
Absolutely. And so I don't know what kind of mindset Judas is in, but it's never good.
No.
From what firsthand.
Oh, yes, I do.
Literally firsthand.
Literally.
We're going to have you bounce out of this chair a little faster next time.
gosh.
So we were talking about this before you got here, GB, Diane and I was thinking, I just really lucked out with our seating placement here. It wasn't intentional, I swear.
I kind of think it was.
You're by the aisle, and you are the one that keep messing with.
Yeah.
I didn't do that on purpose.
Clearly.
But anyways. So what kind of mindset is he in tonight? He just put out the destroyer, put him out of action.
Which is a feat.
And does
by
Adam
itself.
Priest even? We talked to Adam Priest when he got here today. He's never met Judas. He's not that familiar with Judas. I'm like,
he doesn't even know how big he is.
I don't know that he knows what he's getting into.
Wow.
He doesn't.
So
he's going to learn today, though.
Oh, he's gonna learn.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think he's going to bring the fight, though. I mean, Adam is very impressive in the ring.
Absolutely.
In his ability, and when you're a shorter guy, when you're facing one of those big tall guys, maybe most of the tall guys don't move as fast or as agile as the smaller guys. And Adam's not small. I mean, he is stocky. Yeah. He is solid.
Yes.
He's got the ability, to go far in wrestling altogether. But to see how he's going to maneuver with Judas and all the Judas experience, it's going to be one to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is going to be something very intriguing as the Bellas might be appearing behind us at some point. It is just. You did that very well. Wow. So I do have one small correction to make, though.
Yep.
Because you had mentioned that this battle between Adam Priest and the Priest of Punishment, Judas, was the most lopsided flyer that you saw. I think it's probably the second
you're right.
most lopsided flyer
that you saw. We're not talking about that match anymore.
No. I'm just making sure we're factually correct.
Good
point. So with that said, I didn't mention Tom Zenk, so don't worry about it. The thing that's most interesting to me about this is, Adam Priest is accustomed to battling people that are bigger than him.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
That's his whole career.
Yes.
Yep.
So I don't think he has a problem with this at all, having never seen Judas. I think what the problem is Judas's mindset these days.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We've seen him do some pretty crazy things, but literally stabbing a man in the eye is something that's wild to me. But I thought about something on the way here. Cyrus was the reason why Judas could have cared less about that title match a couple of months ago.
Right.
Yep.
But with Cyrus out of the picture and Judas no longer having to stand up for somebody and defend them, Judas could have a laser focus on the SHW championship, and his path there could be through Adam Priest
And
tonight.
hey, guess what's coming up next month?
The
Rumble Jack.
And this happens to be a qualifying match.
So there you go. Hey, real quick, want to shout out Rob Rod, who is back in the house tonight.
Yes.
Hey, Rob Rod.
Missing the last show, but I know he's
Welcome
back in the
back,
corner.
sir.
He's commenting on the chat here. So, by the way, jump in the chat if you're watching along with us
Jump
live.
in.
As we're live
Absolutely.
here, you got any matches you're looking forward to, let us know, and we'll shout you out here on the pre-show.
Absolutely.
But moving on down the list, let's talk about this Gunnar Miller match.
Yes.
Somebody that Brooklyn went out of her way to handpick. This young, upcoming, rising star in the business, Dave Stage.
Yes.
If you've seen this guy, you know what I'm talking about. He looks impressive. And the fact that she went out of her way, handpicked him to try to take out Gunnar Miller. I don't know if I don't think Gunner's that familiar with him because, again, this guy just started at the end of 2021.
I don't know who is really familiar with him in this area. I mean, I had to message him to see, get some information. I want to know where he's from, so I don't just misrepresent him when I announce him, if I get to announce him in the ring.
Oh, well, that's that part.
So, there's that. But, I think, physically they're evenly matched. But as far as ability, Gunner's been doing it a while. He just come off of that death match with Tank.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure he's aching to get back into a regular wrestling match. So, it's going to be a hoss fight from the view of it.
Yeah.
So let's see.
We just talked to Gunner right before we went live here. What did he tell us?
Yeah.
I said, are you all healed up yet from the death match? He said
about 90%, but he's still sore.
Still nursing some injuries, some
5
cuts
weeks
and bruises.
later, wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'll tell you this. I think this is really interesting on a couple of fronts. Again, we talked about people having their obstacles removed.
Yeah.
With Tank now not being a distraction anymore, or at least so we think. I think the death match ended this thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Now Gunner also, and again, this is a qualifying match, has his sights potentially set finally. And you were the one that talked about months ago on the podcast. The issue with Gunnar Miller, he has all the tools, but always kept getting distracted.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it seems like now all of the distractions might be out of the way. But here's the challenging part. It is always challenging to battle someone who you're completely unfamiliar with.
Oh, yeah.
And here's what's dangerous. So somebody as big as Dave Stage, who is trained by the current ROH World Champion, Jonathan Gresham, that alone is enough to make me go, whoa.
It's impressive.
It is highly impressive.
Yep.
And he's recently wrestled Gresham on television. So I think we have to really be careful about Dave Stage because he could be the spoiler. Can you imagine if he ends up beating Gunnar Miller tonight and making his way into the Rumble, Jack? It could happen.
It could happen.
He has a stamp of approval.
Absolutely.
The champ, so.
It could very well happen.
And he might have inspiration from Brooklyn, who brought him in. Remember, Brooklyn wants to destroy everything connected to Gary Lamb.
And she handpicked him.
She handpicked him, and she calls Gunnar Miller Gary's golden boy.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
I wonder what pool she pulled him out of, though. Because
That's what I
that
wonder.
genetic pool is wow.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you
It's
mentioned
impressive.
it like the swimming pool. It was like, hey, you look like you can go.
I don't know
Come
when
on.
they grew that one, but they grew. He's a big
Well,
guy.
all-
He's a big boy.
Well, all right.
He's
There
a
we
big
go.
boy.
Well, she ain't lying. She ain't lying. Moving on down the list
Y'all
here.
come down and see for yourself.
Yeah.
Now here's one that we talked about this last week. Now, rumor had it backstage that things might have got switched up a little bit. It was supposed to be Joe Black taking on Jordan Kingsley here tonight.
Right.
My understanding, and I could be wrong, you show up for yourself and see what ends up happening. I think Brooklyn may have given Joe the night off and kind of screwed over Jordan Kingsley, who Jordan, coming off of last month, wanting to restart the momentum, get his start another undefeated streak perhaps, and now, not having a match. Just saying, like, sorry, I'm giving my guy the night off. Joe's been so good for Contra lately.
Yeah.
And just kind of letting him take it easy. So I don't know. That's just what was going around backstage. I don't know for a fact what's going to happen.
You never know.
So we'll see. But another crazy match that we don't know just yet about, Carly Bravo. Rumblejack qualifier match, but all month long it's been promoted as a mystery opponent.
Yeah.
A mystery opponent in 1 month. None of us have been able to figure it out. We've got all these sources backstage.
I was thinking that Brooklyn was going to give him the night off. I mean, that was what I
Yeah.
was thinking. But if she's going to possibly give Joe the night off, I mean, somebody's got to wrestle. We got to have a match.
We're going to have a show.
Yeah, we got to have a show.
Well, here's what's
So-
interesting. She books very well.
Yeah.
And again, Rumblejack qualifier. Again, I don't know. To your point, whatever pool she grabbed Dave Stage out of,
Right.
I don't know if she's grabbed this opponent from. And again, there's a lot of mysteries in wrestling right now.
Yeah.
A whole lot of mysteries. And I don't know who this could possibly be. But here's what's interesting. Our introduction in SHW to Carly Bravo came when Carly Bravo showed up as a mystery opponent.
That's right.
Very true.
So it makes me wonder, obviously, Carly probably has better opportunity to prepare for a mystery opponent, having been a mystery opponent.
That's right.
So I think this is going to be really, really interesting. And again, these days, I don't know who would show up.
Yeah.
All I know is this. Whoever it is tonight, it should be very, very interesting. I just don't want to hear you announce Tom Zank.
I don't
If
think
you say from Minneapolis,
that's
Minnesota,
gonna happen.
we're going to have a problem,
Look,
folks.
I was just out with him, and he is gun ho.
Let me
selling
listen.
merchandise
Listen.
and doing his vlogs.
Tom Zank
Oh, boy.
came up to me before the show,
Oh yeah.
and literally I asked him, I was like, how are you? His answer was, I'm on a month-long high.
By the way, people tuning in that might be on their way.
They
are
don't
like,
know who Tom Zank is.
No, they know Tom.
Yeah.
What they're thinking,
Yeah.
the
They
real
don't
Tom
know
Zink, and they're going to think,
you don't know who you're talking about.
Tom Zink's going to be at SHW41.
You'll find out if you show up tonight. And so,
Anyways.
yeah, needless to say, it could be anybody tonight.
Look, he is
and,
very excited.
I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about a Forbidden Door as well.
There's Forbidden
So
Door talk.
it could be anybody walking through this door
We have
tonight.
said for the past 3.5 years, at SHW, you never know who's going to show
You
up.
never.
And
you
it's
never.
happened.
And that happened at the very first show,
Sure did.
all the way through today. You just
Absolutely.
never know
Never.
who might show up, and we'll find out together.
I
Here.
can tell you who it's not. Not
you.
me.
Not you. Not me.
Not me.
I don't think
I'm
Diana.
not dressed for that mess.
Okay, yeah.
No.
You can't wrestle in those shoes?
I mean, I probably could. But
She'd
I'd break
win.
Something.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm not fighting Diana.
No.
No
Those
way.
those big old earrings come off.
Listen.
It's
Ah,
on.
man, don't
If
make that
she takes
doublet
the
come
earrings,
out.
forget it.
Lawrence County been crazy
Yes.
up in Canton.
All right.
Lord have mercy.
That brings us to the. Well, you know what? Before we get to the main event, let me just shout out. We got DJ Tonic. We got
Yes.
DJ
Yes.
Turn Up.
Turn up.
Turn up and Tonic.
I love it.
Up there on the ones and twos,
I
killing
love it.
it.
Yes.
During the pre-show as the fans are still filing in. And, man, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
hey, we've
Yes.
got one more match to talk about here. That's our big main event. Owen Knight, the former champ, finally getting his rematch here tonight as he takes on Cruel, the Southern Honor champion. And I got to tell you, the way this came about last month kind of surprised me because you mentioned it earlier. Brooklyn earlier in the night had fired Owen Knight. He comes back in. not supposed to.
Right.
He's supposed to have been kicked out of the building.
Yeah.
But he comes back in during the match between Dylan James and Joe Black. Cruel had come to the ring. All of a sudden, through the crowd, here comes Owen Knight.
Yeah.
With his own cameraman.
With his own cameraman, yep.
That was amazing.
And yeah, so then all of a sudden, Brooklyn was with us at commentary at the time. Lucky us. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
But then she said,
You know she watches the show.
well, you know what?
She does.
That was.
She does.
Okay. Anyways, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I'm immediately
All
trying
sorts of new things happening here.
trying to remove the shoe from my mouth.
Yeah.
But anyway, she then decides to make it a tag team match. And then this is the part that really shocked me. She said, Owen, if you can win this match, you're rehired. She had literally just fired the guy like 2 hours prior.
Literally.
Right.
Putting him out of the building.
Little did she know, little did she think. I guess she didn't think they stood a chance, but Owen Knight ended up pinning our champion, Cruel,
Yes.
and getting his job back. But on top of that, also receiving a title shot here tonight.
Yes.
All kinds of
I mean,
craziness.
it was like gifts galore at the time.
So Owen struck it big, like
He did.
it was crazy.
It's still, though, this is Brooklyn, and this is Contra, and this is Cruel, and this is Joe Black. And Joe Black doesn't have a match tonight so far. He might be giving the night off. Who
I
knows?
don't know, yeah.
We don't know what she has in store
Right.
for Owen.
You're
I
right.
don't believe it would ever be just, let's go in here and have a fair fight. Whoever wins, wins. No, that is not the era that we're in right now.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the Brooklyn era, and there's going to be some prizes. I mean, there's no way it's just going to be clean cut.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. And I hope that Owen Knight is prepared. Owen Knight took back in the day when the People's Court was run by a guy named Judge Wapner. Okay, thank you, because everybody knows all the new judges now. But Judge Wapner had a guy named Doug Llewellyn.
Yes.
Doug Llewellyn would do the interviews at the end, and at the end he would always say, "Don't take matters into your own hands. You
Bring
take them to court."
People's Court. That's
Here's
right.
what happened. Owen Knight didn't want to go to court.
No.
Yeah.
Owen Knight said, "I'm taking it into my own hands." In an hour, he found his own cameraman.
Yep.
He came out, and he did the unthinkable. He pinned Cruel as the SHW champion. So naturally, it puts him in line for a title shot. But now you got to wonder, is he prepared for what that could mean? Because to your point, I don't think this is going to be a normal match.
I do think that Owen is smart enough to be mentally prepared for anything.
Yes.
And with all the feats that he has gone through as champion
Yes.
in the last however many months he was our champion, I
Yes.
think that has helped him become even better than what he was before. But I don't think he's taking this lightly.
I would hope not.
Well, there's one way for you to find out what happens, and that's to join us right here tonight. You've got just about 30 minutes left to get here before we start things at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Tickets on sale at the door. Bring the whole family. If you're anywhere near the Canton area, the Action Building, 261 Marietta Road, come on out and join us.
Yeah.
You know, you're sitting at home Friday night and you're going, I don't know, I don't got nothing to do.
Look, we got food. We
Check.
got entertainment. We
Check.
have music.
Check.
We have controversy.
Check.
We have good guys and bad guys. We got,
Check.
I mean, all the drama you can ever imagine.
You got an award-winning commentary and announce
You've
team.
got
Sure do.
award-winning everything up in this joint.
That's
so
it.
Come buy a T-shirt. You know, if nothing else, come see us.
Absolutely.
You know, I'll sell you a shirt in the parking lot. I don't care.
Well, we look
come.
forward to seeing you. Come on out. But hey, until then, this has been
SHW.
This is our wrestling.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Southern Dishonor.
Oh, wait, look out, look out.
Hold on.
It's the former champ.
It's Owen Knight.
The former champ.
No
What?
way. Oh, my God.
No way.
Oh, my God.
Got Owen.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Massive choke slam there from the Heathen.
Oh.
And that's it. Zach's out. And there's
He's
the
out.
bell.
Owen, you're fired!
Oh, come on.
What?
Security, get him out of my ring!
Wait.
Get him out of my building!
What?
Dylan was just a spark to my flame that's leading straight to your little golden boy.
Don't ever forget, I'm still in charge. It's still my promotion. Change that graphic and hit my damn music.
And this thing is starting like it ended last month when they were in the triple threat match. Well, here's the thing. They can't be disqualified because the match hasn't begun.
Absolutely, and now Cyrus.
Oh, gosh.
He just spiked him right in the eye. This has been a wild and unpredictable night. Huckabee and Hansen hitting over easy right there, but you can see the frustration written all over Chip Day's face.
Oh, no.
Wait a second.
Oh, no.
No!
Oh, my gosh.
A brain buster on the stage! Wait a second.
Oh, wait. We've got more company. But look who's here!
From the crowd! From the crowd!
Oh, and now, oh!
You want your job back so bad? This is a tag match!
Wait a second.
And you can have your job back.
Oh, but there's a big chain there!
Rest.
He came in to work, but it's time to clock out! 1, 2, 3, he got him!
Owen Knight wins! We talked to Gunnar Miller on our podcast a couple of weeks ago, and he told us this will be a night we'll never forget. He says, we are gonna see something we've never seen before.
Joe Black's in the ring! Oh, wait.
Oh, it looks like Tank's stepping in the face of Cruel.
That's not our business. We'll take care of that later.
Did you ever think after a death match like that Tank and Gunnar Miller would stand side by side?